y'all have any questions for Coach in advance of tomorrow's game, go ahead.
So, Coach, is that second half at Wake Forest the best half of basketball you've seen them play this year?
It was one of our better halves, certainly. We've had a couple of good halves this year. But I was pleased our guys really responded. We set the tone in the first few minutes of the half. A couple of defensive stops. We scored in different ways, got offensive rebound baskets. We didn't just make shots. We scored off our defense. Guys were aggressive. And then we made plays and consistently made them throughout the course of the half. We built positive momentum and certainly had a lot of different types of baskets in that game.
Considering where you are in the ACC standings, 8 games left, I mean, you almost have to say we're in a playoff tournament mentality now.
Not really. We're just still focusing on teams ahead of us and the game or week that we have ahead of us, and not trying to get too worried about all the other things, standings and in the tournament, out of the tournament, RPIs. That doesn't do us a lot of good. We just need to practice. We need to get better. We need to keep focusing on things we can control and try to have great energy and effort. It's a long season in basketball, but I'm really proud of the way our guys have played and the kind of energy and effort they're playing.
College team's not exactly the most fun place to play, is it?
No, it's difficult. It's loud in there, and supposedly they're going to have a maroon out, so I'm sure it'll be a great crowd. And Buzz has got them playing at a very high level, very physical and strong team. They've got some older guys. They've got a couple good transfers that have really come in and helped their team nicely. No, they compete really hard. It'll be a very physical, tough game.
The other night on Twitter, somebody said, geez, wonder what Brad Brownell said to the team at halftime. Now we learned that Dante Grantham actually might have said something. Do you like to see a younger player step up and take a little
absolutely.
ownership?
At the end of the day, your teams are good when the players direct the team more than the coach. The coach is always going to be involved and direct and give messages, but when the players take ownership and start leading themselves and challenging themselves and holding each other accountable, I think that's when you have a greater chance of success. We've struggled with that a little bit with this team, and even some years past, a couple teams. But hopefully we're growing. Dante's a guy that I think is growing as a player, and we know we need him to take another step, and I think he wants to do that. And his heart and head are in the right place, and certainly he just expressed his feelings at halftime as well as I did.
You had a lot of those 2-game and 3-day things last year. You got it now coming up with Saturday and Monday. Did that prepare you a little bit last year on how to handle the team?
We've done this. I've had this throughout my career. Different mid-majors, you get exposed to this. It's more learning how to handle the off day or the middle day as opposed to like game day and all that kind of stuff. Kids are pretty resilient. They should be fine. It's just how to prepare as best you can. Give them as much information as you can without overloading them in a short amount of time. And we're a prep team. We're a team that does a lot of scouting and puts a lot of time into film and all those kinds of things more than some. And so we have to learn how to manage that and make sure our guys are ready to compete when it's time to go.
Coach Landry has picked up a couple of cheap fouls early in the last couple of games. Has there been any consideration to starting City like he did early in the season?
I've thought about it at times. I don't know if I'll go back to it or not, but it's certainly something that I've thought about. It's a thing that I did a little bit at one time in the year, but Landry's he's got to make some better decisions. Some of them are silly fouls. The first foul in Wake was an over the back. You can't have that, but then there are some fouls that he's gotten some tough breaks in the last couple of games on a couple of calls, in my opinion. And then he's always going to be in contact situations, so there's going to be some fouls. He's just got to be smart and know when if he's going to make one to make it and when to stay away from these situations. And he's learning that. Hopefully he's going to adjust here down the stretch because we really need him out on the floor.
Despite the quick turnaround, it must be nice knowing you have a 3-game homestand coming up. Right?
Yeah, what's funny is I just saw that here the other day. I don't really get too far ahead with how many other games we have and who it is. I try to plan by the week and focus on that. And certainly, somebody made me aware of it. It was Phil, and that feels good. Yeah, we 3 on the road now. We get 3 coming back. So right now we just need to worry about Virginia Tech though. All good?